my own, where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna. A million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
A very special tradition has been long observed here in Filipino-Turkish Tolerance School, a symbolic act of farewell as well as signal to a new start of our graduates. Our highest awardees, both in elementary and senior high school, shall be leaving their inscriptions on the FTTS Flag of Excellence. May we call in Charmaine Abdul Hamid and Athea Nuh to do the honors.
Okay, at this very moment, let us hear the words of thanks and triumph from our Batch 2018's highest awardees. First, can you welcome again Charmaine Abdulhamid with highest honors for senior high school.
To our honorable guest speaker, Attorney Melchor Sadain, our inspirational speaker, Attorney Muhammad Ejin, our honored guests, Honorable Abdullah D. Dimaporo and Haja Sarah Lukman Handang, our school director, Mr. Ismail Kulap, our school principal, Mrs. Lolita Wee, alumni of this institution, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, our dear parents, fellow graduates, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant afternoon. It is an honor to speak right here in front of you as an official graduate of this school. This is such an overwhelming experience. I want to thank all of you for being here to witness our graduation ceremony. I thank God as well for blessing us time to have this program. It was honestly tough for us to be here, finally taking our last step from high school and starting a new adventure ahead of us. Our journey through this was never easy. 6 years ago, I never imagined myself away from my family. I assured myself before that I would just study in the high school near our house. However, it did not go according to my plan. I was destined to study here. An 8-hour ride away from my home without my parents. I was 12 years old then. I did not know what to do or what will happen. But I trusted God's plan. And look where I am now. We plan, but God's plan is the best one. Throughout those 6 years, this institution had been a greatest help for me to mold myself into someone not just good, but someone better than I thought I could ever be. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of education." An educated person does not only show how intelligent he is, because education also comes with character building. The school is not only a place for homeworks, quizzes, and projects. It is a place where the students also learn what kind of person they should be. They build their character here as they stay here for almost half of their lives. Thus, it is a challenge for the school to have a profound environment for its students. I am proud to say that my school is the best in this area. Tolerance is a unique school of learning and character building. Students here learn to be selfless, responsible, helpful, passionate, and many more. This is why I feel so fortunate to study here. I thought I can never do anything right. Confidence is something that I lacked in my early years of learning. I always doubt my ability and never dared to try something new. What or who I am now is not the same as what or who I imagined myself to be years ago. India de Beaufort said, "High school is the time to find yourself and to explore with passion and create your own identity." Personally, for me, this quote is true, as I was gradually knowing myself and trying to create the best identity that suits me. A year ago, I hope most of you will remember, I was the evil witch of our theater play Into the Woods. It was for me the best experience I had so far. My character may look ugly, yet it was difficult to portray. But that character made me confident. I was delightful that my hard work paid off when people complimented me as I played the character well. Even my parents did not expect that I can do that, but I know they are proud of me. You see, fellow graduates, if you have not found your identity yet, do not be afraid to explore beyond your ability. Moreover, be grateful to the people around you who tell you to do something far from your capabilities. Because with that, you will learn something new and great that you can bring with you in the future. Do not let fear or insecurity stop you from trying new things. Everyone, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the people who helped me during my stay here. Since I was in 7th grade, this person never fails to encourage us. She strictly developed our characters into the optimum. I thank Ma'am Lubna Alahalul for being a part of our lives. Ever since we were small and innocent, until now that we have become young adults. For 4 years, you had been with us, the recital class, and now that we became car youth, you are still with us all through our journey. I would also want to give my special thanks to the person who believed in us and did everything for this batch. Ma'am Rai, I think the letters that we gave you this year are not enough to tell you how thankful we are that you became our teacher and our advisor. You are undeniably special to all of us, ma'am, and especially to me. You taught me how trivial it is to expect appreciation from other people, while one can appreciate his own self anyway. It helped me in being independent myself. I would wholeheartedly thank Mr. Abdulhamid Durakolu, who inspired me to strive hard in my first year here in this school. To Sir Maruf, who as well cheered us on everything we did, I personally thank you because you were successful in showing your appreciation in what we do. To my former Abla Lar, Tuba Abla, Songol Abla, and Ma'am Zelia, who showed us love and care. These people may not be here today, but I want to take this opportunity to thank them. To Ma'am Zainab, who had been with us for 6 years. Thank you, Abla, for the care you give to Aryan, Raihana, and me. To my subject teachers, who are always there when we need help, not only about our school problem, but also about our personal problems. I show gratitude to all of you. To Ma'am Sakina, for advising me how to be a good Abla and for the fun times we share. To Ma'am Jumraida, who I thank you for being the big sister I would always want to have. To Ma'am Yusmita, who always looked for the best option for us in her class. To Ma'am Ruwaida, who inspired me to pursue my dreams to become an engineer. To Sir Jeric, who was never our teacher, but was there every time to support us. To Ma'am Angel, our advisor, who tolerated our naughtiness as a class. To Sir Harun, who we treat as a father because he inspires us all the time to be the best beings. To the teachers I was not able to mention, I personally thank all of you because without you, we cannot be here. I would also like to thank these people who became part of my high school life. Carius, to Mariam and Musnira, for still acknowledging my greetings. To PG and Imran, for helping me all the time during our theater play. To Haris and Cesar, for always making me laugh ever since we were still at Aristotle. To Grace, Floy, and Naipa, for sharing your stories with me. To Ate Ainor, Yen, and Liar, for being with me when I needed company. Moving over, thanks to my serious family. To Aziz, Ryan, and Ali, who were the unknown geniuses of our class and my co-engineering buddies. To Aradi, who is the naughtiest, but like the baby brother to all of us. To Abrar, Marzigar, and Sayed, who were the funny trio in our class. To Ahmad, Moody, and Nasser, who I treat as my big brothers. To Jamel and Kyle, who were also there whenever I need someone to cheer me up. To Princess, Oweda, Ate Mai, and Novi, who were always kind to me. To Kim, Miyu, Far, Marzia, and Ate Shaida, thank you for every laugh that we shared. To Mariam and Ate Marisa, for believing in me. To Ate Fatsi, who became our ate and is having her special day today. Happy birthday, Ate! And to my squad, Raihana, Aryan, Lady, Amina, and Farhana, thank you for everything. You know what I mean by everything. Thank you and congratulations to us, Carius. Lastly, I greatly thank my parents who never forced me to do anything and always support my decisions and choices. Thank you for raising me as a normal child. You see, everyone, I have nothing to be proud of. Not of money, not of my abilities, not of anything. But I am and always will be proud of my parents as they are proud of me. They are the sole reason why I am here. They raised me to be this kind of person standing right in front of you. I sincerely thank Almighty Allah for surrounding me with these people who bring out the best in me. Among all the values that I learned from this experience, I find responsibility played the biggest role in molding a person. I have taken lots of responsibilities, being a scholar, for example, and it is quite hard. We have to sacrifice our slumber to be able to answer correctly in our exam for the next day. We study twice or even thrice as much as the others. Most of my classmates understands me, right? However, with this given difficulty, I did not get scared taking a harder responsibility, and that is to be an abla or a mentor. Yes, it is hard to simultaneously do both things. But when one learns to do one right, then doing the other is just as smooth as sliding down the slide in the playground. It did not act as a burden for me because I have the kids who appreciate what I do for them and proudly show their love for me. One time, they prepared various food and sweets for me and my co-abla, Einar Abla, for our midterms. Maybe it was just a small thing, but the joy and the light that we felt right at that moment was tremendous. This is one of the reasons why I'm not scared to take responsibilities anymore, because I know that when I do it right, there's much more pleasant reward that I will receive. My fellow graduates, before we go to our separate ways, let us learn from our past experiences and look forward to our future. Do not force yourself to do things that you do not want in the first place, but do not also limit yourself. I know you have more to prove to other people. Do not be afraid. Always remember this quote from Machona Dliwayo: taking a step in the dark is bravery.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. In cognizance of the wholesome education, the high aims and noble principles that the Filipino-Turkish Tolerance School has afforded me as a graduate of this prestigious institution. I solemnly swear to manifest my loyalty to my alma mater and pledge to use my knowledge and skills to render an honest, noble, and fruitful service to my country and fellow men to the best of my ability.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. An alumna of the Filipino-Turkish Tolerance School. Do solemnly swear that I will support my alma mater, uphold my loyalty and devotion towards its high aims and noble principles that befit a true child of tolerance. That I will use my training for the betterment of my country over and above my personal aims. That I will endeavor at all times to bring honor and glory to my alma mater by uplifting myself to higher social and moral levels. That I will uphold the purpose of my alma mater's founding, which is to bring about enlightenment to every family in our city and country, without fear or shame, and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation and purpose of evasion. So help me God.
We are now nearing the end of our program, but before we get there, let us have our graduates express their love for their school, their second home for the past years, by singing the FTTS hymn to be conducted by Miss Antoinette Latoja. This is to be followed by their farewell song, We're All in This Together.
Master of all we see them, we're all in this together. And it shows when we stand hand in hand, make our dreams come. We're all in this together. When we reach, we can fly. Though it's hard, we can make it. We're all in this together. Once we see there's a chance that we have, and we take it. We're all in this together. All in this
They are with you now, your parents or your guardians. I'm giving you this golden opportunity to share with them your accomplishment right in this very occasion, right now. Go to them now and give them your flowers and diplomas and tell them how much you love and thank them. Thank you, fellow graduates, for cooperating. Congratulations! You have just shown how great you are for sharing your glory with your family. To my fellow elementary graduates, I wish we would still be sharing the same school for our secondary education in this alma mater of ours, which has become a large part of our lives, into which we have developed a sense of attachment. So, I pray for all of us graduates as we move on to the next phase of our lifelong education. Remember, education is not just a preparation for life. Education is life itself. If there is one lesson that I absorbed in my system after all these years in the elementary school, it is that the only thing standing between you and your goal is you yourself. You cannot blame others. You cannot blame God if you can't reach your goal. It's all up to you. Just believe and just do it. Fellow graduates, before I end this ceremony, may I ask you one last favor, and I promise this time it's really the last. Otherwise, I would regret it for the rest of my life if I won't grab this chance. Let me take a selfie with you while